Oh, this is the podcast about nothing with your host, Leo Black, the unfiltered voice.
Yo, what's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is Podcast About Nothing, and I'm your host, Leo Black, and this is another installment of Podcast About Nothing. Yeah, man, I'm back again. I took a little bit of a hiatus, man. I was away for a bit, and hope you didn't miss me much, but yeah, man, I'm back once again with another installment of Podcast About Nothing. And today, we're back with some news, man. We're back with some stuff to talk about. There's been a lot, man. It's been quite a long 2 weeks, so it's kind of like, a lot to get through and talk about. But hey, man, there's a lot of changes. There are a lot of things that I've been trying to change and create something where I can literally make my own, and it doesn't want to sound and seem like the rest of other podcasts that are out there. So yeah, man, you will definitely see changes, and I'm sure you're already seeing some changes in my area that I'm working on and the stuff that I'm doing. So yeah, man, there's gonna be quite a lot of few changes gonna happen in the future, but more than anything, I'm so glad to be back. I'm super happy that I'm finally here and sharing some news with you, sharing some stuff with you, because there's quite a lot of stuff that I need to share with you. And you know what, thank you so much, people who've been watching, and thank you so much to people who've been tuning into the show, even though I was not very much active in the past few weeks. Thank you so much. I'm Leo Black, and this is Podcast About Nothing. Yeah, we're back again, bro. Like, where do we start? It's been quite a eventful few weeks, and it's been something that I'm sure everybody's been watching TV, and well, some of you have been on social media, man, and following what happened that has been happening. And it's one of the most crazy stories, and I'm sure South Africa's ever seen. And the Thabo Bester story, man, like bro, like every day I'm shook and shocked about the revelation that come out every day. The man is unbelievable. Like, you see, when you talk about a real criminal, that guy is a one of the most biggest mastermind in the criminal world. Yeah, man, I'm gonna talk about him a bit, and it's crazy because he's not alone, and you can never ever walk alone when you're gonna have to commit such crimes, man, because this man has committed a lot of crimes, and you can never ever commit those crimes alone. And the craziest thing is that he robbed people whom you wouldn't even think that would even agree to do such things, But anyway, crime knows no color, race, class, and everything. If you're just a criminal, you're criminal, and you will do whatever it takes to get whatever that you want to do, As you might know, the Thabo Bester was arrested in 2012 for rape and murder, and for killing his girlfriend at that time. She was then sentenced to a life in prison and 75 years. So what got out was that he was arrested then, and he was in prison. And when he was in prison in Mangaung, Bloemfontein, and he was there doing his own thing. And we all thought he was there serving his sentence. And late last year, we then hear that the man has died because of some fire that literally started in his prison cell. And then now we later discover that he has passed on. And yeah, the world moved on. I'm like, okay, finally the man is gone. He's no more. He's no longer going to harm anybody because he's dead. Only for that to change. Because early this year, early last month, if I'm not mistaken, it was just then discovered that the man is very much alive, and he was seen in the streets, and he was actually seen in Sensen, where he was doing some shopping with a lady that was known also, Dr. Nandipha and that's when now the story broke, and which then made the news everywhere. I'm like, this man was supposedly dead, and everybody had then just moved on and said, okay, this man is gone and everything, only to find out the man is not dead. And then that's when everything kind of unraveled for him, because now there was then images of him being seen, and social media presence that he had, and the fact that the man was also running businesses, conducting businesses while he was in prison. And there was so many things that came out because it came out to the fact that he was also continuing the business that he had started with when he was in jail. And he had robbed a lot of people in Dr. Nandi, was also robbed in those criminal activities. And we later found out that he was very much big part of the crime, that he was very much of a big help of him getting out of jail, because allegedly she like was able to get the body that was burned in prison and to disguise as Thabo Bester, and the one that was burned, and then made it seem like it is Thabo Bester that's indeed dead. But turns out it wasn't Thabo Bester, but it was a body that's in it, and Nandi, but had sourced where, I don't know, nobody knows at this point. But they then when like obviously when things come out like that, police are looking for them and everything. Then we find out that they skipped the country. They're no longer, they've abandoned, Dr. Nandi has abandoned his practice, his nation and everything, and even abandoning his her kids and stuff like that. So he apparently left the kids at school and never came back to fetch them. So it was a crazy story. And then we later found out this year, not this week, that in fact last weekend, on Friday, it was on Friday last week, when she got arrested along with Thabo Bester in Tanzania. Imagine, they were arrested in Tanzania, and it's a crazy story. And then this week they appeared in court. Dr. Nandi appeared in court actually, and for charges of murder and everything, and the case has been now postponed to the 17th of April for bail, or bail information, or bail hearing, whatever that's going to take place. And also I believe now the case is now going to be combined with the fathers, because they're going to be accused in the case of murder and everything. And also there was someone else involved from Triple S, and also a camera operator from that facility in Mangaung. Also, there's just a lot of information that is out there. It's just a crazy story. I don't know what would make someone do such a thing. And I know people on social media have been trying to create excuses for Dr. Nandi. Maybe she was coerced to doing this, maybe to Stockholm syndrome, whatever. Hey, bro, I don't think this is the case here. This woman was willing to do all these things because apparently she had 3 bodies. That it was the first body was the one that was burned for Bester. The 2 other bodies, the one that she claimed for insurances, and apparently for people that who are still alive. And one of the people was her father. So you can imagine the type of things this girl, and the length this girl would go through for this man. It's not just because she was being coerced or forced to do such things, because she did those things. And she also went as far as like training the body of Bester, going to high courts and everything. And bro, like it's a lot. It's a lot. And I don't feel like people should be providing or giving any sympathy and anything, whatever. This person's a criminal. She needs to be taken out of the streets because she doesn't deserve to be in the streets. And also, are we gonna forget that she was accommodating and staying and living with a convicted criminal for rape and murder? And in that murder, that's when Thabo Bester had murdered a woman. Nandi is a woman. She has girl children. You can never make an excuse for this, bro. Like, you can't make any excuse for this. It's just a case of when someone is literally wrapped in criminal activity. There's no excuse for her to be doing all these things, man. And yeah, man, we're gonna be definitely following the story. This I'm sure that there'll be a lot that's gonna be coming out in the next few days. Because there's also an inquest that is taking place in Parliament, where G4S is now in question. They had to answer this question: how this happened? It's a mess, guys. Like, everything is a mess. Everything is just falling apart right in front of our eyes. But hey, man, we will literally be watching the story and be looking at what is then gonna happen to both Nandi and Thabo Bester and also the other accused in the case and stuff like that. It man, I, I, I just can't seem to get my head around this, man. It's just so crazy for me that we have people who literally are thinking like this, who have mind to do such things, I just need really, really fucked up world, Yeah, man, I'm gonna move on to the next story. We can talk about probably like something really big. I'm literally going to talk about this because I had spoken about it in my previous episode. So it's just for that. And I don't like talking about this because it's not really the type of conversation that I want to have on my podcast. But anyway, I'm going to talk about it because I started it, so I have to finish it. So yeah, Mihlali has now taken to Instagram and everything to address some of the rumors that were being made against her and everything. And also addressing the fact that Musa Kauna was calling her parents family names and everything. So that's why it's kind of like got to the point. She then like explained to us that in the story that the car that was supposedly or allegedly taken off her was that was not the case. Yeah, now she's driving motor who was being white from primary school. She's used to luxury cars and everything, and my bands, whatever, being whatever that is. And she's been living that life. And she even bought her mom a car at 22. And she also has from a business. She's businesses, started making money at 20 at a young age. She went from living in a studio apartment to apartment to a house, a 2-bedroom, whatever. She said a lot of stuff in that, and I'm gonna put it right here on my podcast so you can literally see those Instagram posts that she was like sharing. But yeah, man. And she also said that she's a woman of standards, and it's quite crazy because she says she's a woman of standards, but her standards are like dating people who are married. Is that the standard you're trying to like set up your things? Like, if I did start off my business, but now I think the fact that then you even have to explain this goes to show how you've enrolled yourself in such a scandal that is really unnecessary, and she could have chosen to do anything and to be with whoever, but she chose to be with this person who's going to be putting her on the limelight for all the wrong reasons, But I spoke about this, so I don't want to talk about it all over again. It's just something that really, spoken about in great length. So, yeah, man, moving on to quite a number of stories. Another story. The other weekend, we learned that Khosi won Big Brother Titans and beating Canada, who she was in the top two with. Obviously, there was a top 6 or 7. I'm not sure. There was quite a few people left in the house in the final week, and Khosi was the winner and took the money home and everything. And congratulations to her. And I believe she's the second Big Brother winner. Well, the other one was for South Africa, but this one is now South Africa and Nigeria, like housemates combining into one house. So I want to make congratulations to her, and I hope she make better decisions than the previous winners. And yeah, man, she literally deserved that. Yeah, man. Even though I wasn't really paying much attention to this season, and I love Big Brother, and people that know care like and fuck with me know that I fucking love that shit. But this year it was just not the year that I had literally time to watch it. But yeah, man, when I had time, I really watched and like check out what was happening. And yeah, man, another story that really caught my eye that I feel like it's just something that I need to talk about because it's upsetting what I saw. There was a guy on Twitter whom like previous months ago, when Sundowns was literally posting the podcast, which was called Pitch Side with Sundowns or something like that. And the guy was like, "Yo, this is the very same pitch I gave you guys, proposal or pitch, whatever that I gave you guys. How come now you have the same thing and same shit that I had proposed to you? Like, but when I did propose, you guys said like, yo, you will look into it, then nothing happened and everything, blah blah blah." Now the guy is literally complaining and literally, obviously, I feel like that he's a case to complain because Sundowns took his idea and created a platform where now they the guy literally initiated and proposed to Sundowns. So it's the case now where like there was a situation, he was sharing emails, sharing the proposal templates and stuff like that. And the guy literally had been communicating with Sundowns since 2020, and the podcast started out like I think this year early. And the guy apparently had met with Sundowns people, and then they promised something. They had a meeting, I think around like March or something, and but it's seemingly like it's fizzing out, and nothing really ever materialized after that, you know. So it's just such a like one of those crazy things that literally we always see happen when people like pitch ideas to people, then they steal ideas and everything. Because when you're a young boy, you have an idea and everything. And what mostly like upsetting is the fact that the boy is a Sundowns fan, and he wanted to share his proposal and ideas with his team so he can be able to like have that idea with Sundowns, because it would fit Sundowns or whatsoever and everything. But now they took it and ran with the idea without him. And I feel like Sundowns has to do the right thing and literally speak with the guy. And the ridiculous thing that they did, they took it into Sundowns to invite the guy to the same podcast that the guy had literally proposed to them. And that's just so tacky and ridiculous. And they wanting to come and prove that he indeed that was his idea. It's super crazy for me. It's just ridiculous, and it's just also like very like not taking this guy serious and with whatever he's trying to do. And I feel like that's what they're doing. And you know, that's what these big corporate do anyway. So they take the intake and from people, and then people end up being left with nothing. You know, yeah, we're gonna be pretty much following the story. Hopefully, they're gonna reach an agreement or something or some sort and stuff like that. You know, because we're tired of seeing. Because we've probably seen this story like a lot, where like people would share ideas with these corporates and then they get screwed over at the end. So I hope they do something right, and they give the boy something of some sort and stuff like that. And you know, guys, I love TikTok. Like TikTok is probably one of the app that I enjoy the most. And you know, like I consume a lot of TikTok content, and I love it because it's just so cool. It's funny, hilarious. You find everything here. You find jokes, you find serious stuff, you find everything, dance, music. You discover a lot through that app. And the other day I was there, bro. Like I literally just scrolling, and there was this content creator. I forgot his name, man. Fuck, I forgot his name. But this guy was literally just talking about celebrities like who literally like be messing with teenage girls or underage girls and stuff like that. And there was a couple of people in that list whom were literally I never knew about. I don't know, maybe it's because it's not because I'm living under the rock, not as they say, but like, I've never really paid attention to such, you know. But when I then discovered this, it was so crazy, man, that with people who literally befriending teenage girls, underage girls, man. Like some of the people that were named there was like Drake. Drake, bro, is like the one that name's been coming up a lot, you know. Drake is loved by a lot of people, but I don't think people are paying much attention to the shit that he does, you know. Like there was like this girl that, and he's like he literally like he befriended, and the girl like once came out to the because I think it was this show. What was the Crown Awards? I don't know what was it. The Emmys, yes, the Emmy Awards. This girl was she's popular and she was popular when she was young because she was on the Stranger Things. And then her name is I think it's what's her name, man? Fuck, it's Millie Bobby Brown. It's Millie Bobby Brown, whom is apparently Drake befriended like at the age of 14, 15. And this girl was speaking about Drake. Yo, me and Drake, we cool. We met in Australia. We were drugged and everything. And yeah, we speak and everything. And sometimes he texts me that he misses me. And I text him back that I miss him too. And he missing out and everything. I'm like, Drake is like 33 or 32, bro. Like, what on earth are you talking to a 14-year-old for? You know, like, because apparently, like, even this girl was like saying, Drake advises her about boys and everything, and about the business and everything. I'm like, this girl, I'm sure, has like people who she can take advice from, mentors and everything in the industry and everything, or even mentors or even parents that literally can steer in the right direction and find the people that could do that. You don't need to be texting Drake, I miss you and stuff like that, meeting up for dinner and everything. And she's not the only girl. And Billie Eilish as well. They like were like befriending Drake, but well, Drake befriended her when she was young, and they even came out and spoke very like fondly of Drake and everything. Even though these things have come out and say like it's rubbish, that people are literally trying to it's an old story, funny thing. It's very also, so when I was doing some research and everything, I figured that something that happened like 2, 3 years ago, but I don't think people are picking it up. But because there's a pattern now that I've finally discovered, is that because also Drake was also friends with a 14-year-old Hailey Bieber, and she was 14 at the time they became friends, and then apparently they kind of dated when she was 18, and also she dated Bella Harris at 18. Like Drake is literally 30 something, 32, 33 right now. But like, how are you constantly seeking to be friends with teenage girls and underage girls and subsequently date them? Like, what's that? What's going on there, bro? Like, and the craziest thing is that when I kept on digging and trying to find out, when I started watching these videos this guy was putting out, bro, I found a lot of names. Obviously we know about Trey Songz, we know about the R. Carey's, we know about the Michael Jacksons of this world, everything, who have been like all like publicly shamed or like put out there as predators and stuff like that. But bro, I never knew Paul Walker was the same shit, was doing the same shit. Paul Walker, the late Paul Walker, who was on the Fast and Furious, the boy was literally, before he died, he was dating a girl that she met when the girl was 16, and the guy was literally 33 at that time. And obviously she died when she was dating this girl, but there was another girl that she had met at 16 also, when he was like 30 something, that also, like, it's crazy that these guys keep on like doing these things. Like, I don't understand, how do they like think, bro? Like, and it's also show, bro, like, it's like we live in a sick world. Like, like why are you living 21, 20, even 30? Why are you not dating 26, 25, 24? Like, those are the people who should be like messing with, dating and stuff like that. What are you doing to a teenage girl who's probably still in high school, literally having still going through puberty, talking about shit, nothing? What are you talking about with that kind of person? It's just so crazy, man. And also, another story that was so bizarre, guys. Like, it's so crazy. Morgan Freeman. We all know Morgan Freeman, the old man, like, who's like created so many movies, like is like renowned in the industry, like in the acting industry. The man is also like that. So this guy was is alleged to be was dating his step granddaughter. Yes, you heard right, step granddaughter. So the granddaughter is when I was reading, it's like Adina, whom is the daughter of Dina, that was married to Morgan Freeman, but they divorced in like 1979 or something like that. But after that, then Adina was then staying with Morgan Freeman after the divorce, and who then raised her and everything. But then the story then came out when when was this? Oh, came out when the boyfriend of Adina was in court for killing Adina and stuff like that. That actually Morgan Freeman was actually like dating Adina, the step granddaughter and stuff like that. So it's another crazy bizarre story, bro. Like, because Morgan Freeman was literally 45 years older than this girl, but she was like apparently he was apparently dating this girl, and Look knows whatever that he did to this girl, because this girl was staying with him 24/7 and everything could have happened and nobody could have known of that, and so it was just so many stories that have been happening, bro. Like, it's so crazy, bro. Like, also Marcus Houston, we all know about Marcus Houston story when she groom a child, and then went to subsequently marry her when she was 22. Like, there's this, I don't know if it's a, what you call it, what do they call it? It's like obsession or a fetish. I don't even call it a fetish or something. It's a creepy thing that, like, so many celebrities, men, do when they have money, power, and popularity, that they now choose to befriend or, like, go be predators on these little girls and everything. It's just very distasteful for me, and I just, like, wish if they ever are doing something nasty and cross and everything and illegal, they get like really really the treatment R. Kelly got. They get arrested, and then the keys is thrown away when they can never ever have access to the society again, and that's what I just wish it does happen. Um like, I have so much to share with you guys, but yeah, man, those are the kind of things that I wanted to talk about. I don't want to talk about a lot of stuff at this moment because I have stuff to share with you. So obviously, it's quite an interesting time for me, and I'm trying to grow this platform, trying to make so many stuff like that. There's a game that I put out what to call um it's a thing, like, when people can ask me questions and I would answer them on my podcast. So I have those questions here. So I'll be throwing a question. I probably might do like 10 questions, and then after that I'll literally be what you call be answering each and every questions that I come across and stuff like that. But stay tuned because there is something interesting that I want to share with you. So yeah, man, there's quite a few questions here. Yeah, fun facts. So I'm gonna pick one, and then the one that I'm gonna pick is the one. So okay, this one. Okay, it's not a question per se, but it's someone who's just saying something nice to me. You've done well in life. You've done well in life. Do you ever thank yourself for being the best version of yourself and be like, yeah, Bafana or Sidon Zillandot? This is very sweet. This is so sweet, man. Like, I don't think we, like, as a person who's young, trying to achieve something, trying to do something, do you ever get time to reflect? Like, and I don't think, I think we shouldn't be doing that because we take a lot of stuff for granted because we are living and we are doing certain things. Just because we achieve something, you move on to the next, and then, like, you forget that the things that you were working hard for, you've achieved it and everything, and then you try to achieve something else. And I think we need to keep time to embrace it and appreciate it and thank God for that and everything. And yeah, man, I do appreciate the things that I've achieved, even though sometimes I get frustrated by the fact that the things that I want, I haven't attained them. So, and then it kind of, when you've achieved something, it's kind of hard for you to appreciate the thing you've got when you are looking towards something, because as a person, you're always trying to achieve something, trying to get into a new goal, because you've set goals and visions in your life. So if you've achieved one, you want to achieve two, and you achieve two, you want to achieve three. But if you can't achieve four, then now you get frustrated and you forget that you've come this far to achieve something. So I feel like sometimes we become so harsh to ourselves, we become so difficult on ourselves because we don't look at life with our own lenses. We look at our life in what this other person has achieved. So who's the same age as me has achieved 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5. How come I have only achieved 1 and 2? And that's what steals joy in your life, because you compare your life with someone else's. You don't give yourself an opportunity to be like, yo, I thank God for the opportunity that He has given me, and I appreciate whatever that He has given me and what He has also in store for me. And that's what we need to do. Appreciate and embrace whatever that we have in order for God to bless us even more. And I feel that is what we should do more. And I feel like we become those people more than anything. because I think that's what also creates people who are jealous, because when they look at you with envy. They don't look at you with like, yo, congratulations. They look at you like, how come you have that? But I've been wanted that, but I don't have it, you know. So that's the important thing that I actually feel that people need to do, you know. Yeah, man, good preaching. Let's get to the next question. Preference in a girlfriend. Yo, man, I'm in a stage where like I'm way past many things, you know. The many things that I usually look for in a relationship in a girlfriend or what, but now I think I'm looking for something that is very sustainable, which is what's inside you. Um, like I need someone who has compassion, who's kind, who has ability to think of the other people and have ability to literally love and care for other people. You know, like someone who's faithful, someone who's caring. You know, I can find the most beautiful girl in the world, but if your heart is not what I want, to me, you're nothing, because I can't be in love with someone like that, because I need someone whom I can be able to like look at and like, yes, this person is the best. Because more than anything, the facial features, the physical appearance and everything, that thing will only be amazing when you look at, but you will not be tolerating to be dated and also be literally creating family with. You're gonna be creating with the soul of the person, because the soul of a person is what makes every relationship successful or or not successful. Because if you choose a woman or a partner that is caring, has compassion, is kind, like that is sweet. I can never date a rude, bro. I can never date someone who's rude. I can never date someone who is literally disrespectful. Those are the things that I don't want, and that's why I always say now, I can look at, oh, I want a big booty chick, I want a light skin girl and everything, bro. At this age, bro, I've stopped looking at that, because that shit, it's never gonna sustain the relationship that I'm trying to create. I'm not trying to have a situation where I'm dealing with someone who's gonna be toxic to me, who's gonna be bringing stress, who's gonna be bringing shit that's gonna not be cool for me. I need someone who's gonna be really, really giving me that vibe that like, yes, I'm literally having the time of my life with this person and everything. But again, you should be like, well, I be scored, guys. No, I'm not trying to date someone who's actually down. But anyway, nobody's idea about that. So I want to feel this who's favorite me and Alex. Yeah. What is your favorite food? Favorite food. Yo, I love pasta, guys. Like, I can never, ever, ever get over pasta. I like the versatility of it. I love how you can make whatever and it can still like taste so good. Seafood pasta, chicken pasta, like it can be anything, bro. Like I just want it to be. So I enjoy pasta a lot, and I happen to know how to cook it well too. So, that's another planet, it's the question style. Okay. Are you looking to date someone right now? Yeah, obviously, I'm always looking, bro. Like, I'm looking, and looking to date someone is something that I've always like said that, and I'm not gonna like actively like, yeah, I'm looking to date. Yeah, I'm talking, yeah, with people or with someone, because I'm intending to be in a relationship with that person. So if I am talking to that person, that's, yeah, I'm looking to be in a relationship, because I can never ever see myself ending my life alone. I want to have kids, more kids, and I want to have a family. I want to like have a family where I can literally every night, every afternoon, I'm like, yes, it's about to be home time now. Home time now. I'm looking forward to see my wife and my kids, in fact, my family. So that's what I want, man. Yeah. Uh, the question is, Banga, the overtaking stage now, the currently. Oh my God. Yo, like, I don't know, man. Like, I'm talking stage and then you time there's guys, and I speak with people, and then I become friends with people first, and then you know what's I decide who here dates, because I don't believe in talking stages more than anything. I mean, I believe talking stage is a waste of time. If I like you, and literally I need to see that I like you, and then we're gonna date, and then that's that. If anything give on, it's okay. No, man, now we can do something. Yeah, we can do something. So I can't just, Would you mind giving us a chance? Oh my god, I don't think. This thing is weird because you don't know who's sending this. So when someone send you this, it's sent anonymously because I didn't want people to like about. I just wanted to be honest and to be honest. So whoever that sent this, I can't give you a chance without knowing who you are. So I need to best know who you are so I can now know it's okay, cool, okay. We had a chance on, but we don't. So yeah, the best way is for you to show yourself. Show yourself. Okay. Have you ever got into a fist fight because of a girl? Not necessarily because of a girl, but there was a girl in a situation. Not to say it was like because yeah, a girl like we're fighting over. We were fighting because a girl I chased girls out, and the guy was not happy that I did that. But I didn't want those girls in my space at that time because it was gonna get us into trouble, because and then we got into a terrible fight, and actually other friend nearly lost his life because of that fight. So that's why I don't like to fight a lot. And I remember like rushing to hospital. Um, he was bleeding like heavily, and because while we were fighting, he got pushed into my class coffee table, and he hit it with head first, and then he got a scar in like a major cut in his head. So that was just a hectic thing that happened to him. So I can never ever see myself. I don't like to bite at all because whenever I fight, always something bad happens. And people when they say they think I'm joking, and it always happens, but like I don't know. But I remember even in high school, like I've got a fight with this other guy, and then he bled, and then I also had a stitch here somewhere here in my eyebrows because I got it. Like something bad happens here. Anyway, are you gonna get a tattoo? I'm thinking of getting one. I've been thinking. I've been thinking of getting a tattoo. So obviously I want to get a tattoo, and it's something that I've been wanting to get. So yeah, I just that I don't know if the thing is I get over things quickly, so I just don't know if I'm gonna like it for that period. So I hope I will love it more. But I want to put something that is very like very personal, like my son and stuff like that. So obviously it's gotta be something personal. How many exes do you have? This question is like asking me how many no, I'm not gonna say it. No. This question is such a nobody like I can't say that, bro. Like I can't tell honestly. Um, but they're more than 20. Well, the thing is, it depends with me, bro. Like there's exes there are people that I got my exes because we had a serious relationship. There's exes because there's people that we cross paths, we dated. So it depends how you look at it. So for me, I think I've been in like how many three serious relationships. So in those three, so I could say I have three exes then. Good. Three exes, how big of a nerd are you? 1 to 0. I could say 3 or 4. I'm not big of a nerd. Like I don't know, man. I'm not a nerd. I'm not. I'm way too naughty to be a nerd dog. Okay, let's see what. The longest time we ever gone without showering. Maybe a day. No, yeah, maybe a day. Like I can't go beyond a day, dog. Like, and sometimes when it's a day, it's because maybe, I've been stuck indoors. Maybe I'm just lazy, and that's probably the only time I probably like it, like a day. Like me. Who's your worst enemy? I don't have enemies, guys. Look, I don't have enemies at all. Like if you think, and if you think, I'm your enemy or something, bro. Bro. You are enemy alone. I'm not enemies with anybody, dog. Like I love everybody. I just don't. I just have people that I don't get along with anymore, and it's okay. It's okay, blood. It's because we outgrow things and people. So obviously, yeah, man. Like yeah. Who was your first kiss? Oh, my first kiss, guys. I remember that thing. There was a girl that when I was still out, so the girl, her name was again, that was Moose, yes, Moose. And yeah, I mean, I liked that girl for a long time. And yeah, and then we kissed when I was visiting my grand's house, and actually my grandpa's house, and so yeah, we met there. Then yeah, we kissed, and it wasn't a game. Also, you know those games you play, a teddy bear or what those type of those shit that you play. Yeah, yeah, I think so. Wait, I don't know between her and this other girl called Nonve, goes older there. I think it's a boy because they were my neighbors mostly. So those are the two. Continue to. Any chance to fix a relationship with your baby mom? I'm not gonna answer this part because that happened. That chapter's closed, guys. And I think in life you need to appreciate the fact that you've met people and you have created something great and it's coming to an end. And that's just about life, guys. I mean, even though maybe the ending might not be so nice and everything, but life has a start and an end. So are relationships. So some relationships reach either an immaturity stage or expiry dates or end dates quicker than others. Some prolong it. So mine has reached that stage. You know, that's things done. The chapter is closed, and I'm happy right now. And I wouldn't go back there. And I'm sure now she wouldn't want to go back with me. So yeah, man, yeah, we're cool where we are, and I'm sure she's happy where she's at as well. Do you watch Game of Thrones? I did try it. I think I did like 2 or 3 episodes, and I was like, nah, this not something good. Anyway, yeah, okay, he's your crush. You know, guys, I don't know who's my crush. Can't be my crush. Anything. Um, I want to get in trouble with this one. Like, okay, I'm gonna say this. Like this thing that I like about Instagram, that it shows you people that are beautiful and nice and everything. So yeah, obviously there's people that you see on the gram and everything, yeah, and stuff like that. But yeah, like it's not really like a crush that I'm like, oh, we're gonna date. No, it's someone that you could just look at like at her, and I'm like, um, yeah, man. Okay, I can't say a name though. Like that's gonna be awkward. Yeah, it was my crush. It's my future babe. Yeah. Okay. I think I just let this one. Oh, okay. This one is kind of deep and it's personal as well. We used to be kind of close, sort of fresh. What happened, man? Yo, bruh. If I knew who you were, I'd probably know what happened, and I'd probably tell you the truth. But if you are if you are watching this and you want to know what happened, you can reach me, hit me up, and I'll be gonna talk. But more than anything, as I said in the other things, some things come to an end, and you need to just, allow that, it happened. It's not that something bad happened or something bad has to happen for people to outgrow each other or to a relation to end. So sometimes it just, you know, let it be, guys. Anyway, guys, I have such great news to share with you, and I know you've been waiting, and of course, I've been telling you about it. So it's such a very nice thing that I want to share with you. The great thing that I want to share with you guys now, this is that podcast about nothing has a new baby. Um, I have a new show that I will be launching on my channel, on my YouTube channel, and the show, as you know, in my previous episode, I would have a segment where I'll be talking about movies, talking about TV shows and everything. Now I have a new show called the Main Cast Podcast. That podcast is strictly about movies, TV shows, documentaries, everything that you see on TV that you love and everything. We're gonna be here talking about it, sharing any real information, giving commentary about everything that you see here on those shows and everything. So the Main Cast Podcast is gonna be another podcast that I'm gonna be doing, and we're gonna be sharing a lot of information and sharing a lot of stuff. I hope you're gonna be here to see it and then talk about it with me, because the Main Cast Podcast is a new baby that I would love. I always love movies. I always talk about movies. Even like in high school, I remember in high school, I would get so excited to go to school after watching Generations, Izo, Kaznami, all those cool movies. We're gonna get to school. Yo, guys, did you see what happened yesterday? And we have a discourse and conversation about that. That used to excite me a lot. But now I really want to do this. I've been wanting to do this because, initially podcast about nothing was, I maybe didn't even talk about, but then I didn't want to limit myself. But I was like, okay, let me start share, create a platform, see how does this show do. It's not doing significantly well, but I'm sure it's a new show. Well, I've been doing this for like a month or two. So obviously, I want this show to grow with this show as well, podcast about nothing. And I'm going to try to get new people to come on board. It's so difficult to create content, guys. And I know if you're content creator, you know how difficult it is. So yeah, man, podcast about nothing is a new baby, the main cast podcast. Yeah, man. Check out the little intro that I did. I hope you like it. Yeah, man. I'm gonna be shooting new content soon. I'm probably gonna be dropping this in the next coming week. And so yeah, man, look out for that. It's probably gonna drop between Wednesday or Thursday. But yeah, man, I'm gonna let you know. I'm gonna keep out on my socials. Make sure to follow me on Instagram and Twitter. My name is Leo. My name is Bafana. It's underscore Bafana. I'm saying I have to change my Twitter handles, guys, to be the same as my what you call as my stage, like in my podcast standards, because I'm using different names for my social media and everything. But anyway, I'm gonna figure that out. Let me know if I should change my social media names to Leo Black, or you want me to use my real name Bafana Temple as my host name for my shows. Anyway, hit me up on the comments and then let me know what you think, and also hit like and subscribe, and also make sure you hit the notification bell so every time I get a new episode, you know it's coming through. And anyway, guys, thank you so much for tuning in, and make sure that you are tuned in for the next episode. We're gonna be dropping something new and dropping something crazy. Thank you so much. Peace.
This is your favorite TV shows and movie podcast, the Main Cast Podcast, with your host, Leo Black.